Black and white runners are boring. Your old stabilizers suck, but new ones, especially the metallic ones, are very expensive. Here is the solution for you. Spray paint. But there are some things you need to know if you want to spray paint your T-blade gear. For example, the runners, the blade, if there's some paint on it, it won't matter. But if you cover the whole blade with paint, then they won't be able to keep you anymore. You will just... They are not scalable anymore and you have to remove the paint. So what I do is use some Tesafilm in German, Scotch tape in English to cover the blade completely like this. The screws and the threads of the stabilizers also don't like the spray paint too much. If you bring the spray paint inside, it won't work anymore. But you can easily press out the screws and then pull them out like this. Was not too hard. And you have to press out the nuts as well. For that you use a little bit of a stronger piece of gear. That's my personal pro tip. Use a screwdriver like this and a hammer. Place it over the nut. Slightly hit it. And you got it out. I'm not sure if it's really necessary to remove the screws and to make everything separately, or if you can just screw the screws fully inside the threads as I'm doing it right now. And I also will now, just for the experiment and seeing what looks best, spray paint this as it is right now, and this one, the stabilizers, the screws and the runner, everything built together. So let me know in the comment what you think will look better and what looked better at the end. Painted with screws and stabilizers and runners together, or everything separated without the screws. Now let's go outside. The spray paint I'm using is of course waterproof. I also got a towel with me and some paint removal, some gloves, the things you just should have with you. Also, I recommend you to use a cardboard under the stuff you're painting so you're not painting the whole garden. And talking about the garden, I highly recommend you to not do this indoors. It would just be stupid because of the gas that it's coming out of this paint. And also, if you make a mistake, you got it in your flat. And here, if I have a mistake on the garden, nothing will happen. Shake, 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 shake it. You really have to shake those things long. And yes, I know you have to keep some distance, around 30 centimeters from the subject you're painting. And you should paint like this, 30 centimeters away. But I want to do a combination out of the yellow color and the blue color, so I have to be a little bit closer. So it won't look too professional. I'm not a professional spray painter, I'm not professional in painting anything, but I do my best, so let the outcome decide how good it actually is. So here we are back in the studio, and I have to say I really like the outcome. After I did the color base with the yellow and the blue spray paint, obviously, I made those sprinkles by not fully pressing on the can, so the color didn't come out even, and I have to say this looks really awesome. As you can see, I already removed the Scotch tape from the blade and it worked just fine. What also worked fine were the screws I painted with, but they twisted like a normal everyday screw at T-blade does. Just the first movement, you could feel it was a little bit sticky between the screw and the stabilizer, but really nothing to worry about. The same with the stabilizer. I didn't paint the screws on, which we have here. By the way, from the outcome, I think it looks better to paint the stabilizer and the runner separately. So here the combination of colors of yellow and blue, in my eyes, looks a little bit better than where I painted it together. But here it was also Very easy to press the nuts back in and then mount the screws and put everything together. So whether you paint it with the screws mounted or with the screws not mounted in the stabilizer, both things work. If you're not using too much spray paint, of course. And now I want to know your opinion. What do you think looks better? Painted with the screws, painted without the screws, and why? Better combination, whatever what I just mentioned. Let me know that in the comments below, and I really hope that you like this special video. Probably you'll buy some spray paint on your own and try this at home. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up for the algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss anything in the future. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. Feel free to check out my merch. I have new merch, by the way. Check it out. That's it for today, guys. See ya.